Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for the monthly card readings for each sign. If you enjoy these free readings, you can show your support by donating or purchasing some of my many wares. If you can't afford to purchase anything, you can still show your support by subscribing, thumbs-upping, sharing, or take a second to click on one of the ads. Thank you in advance for your continued support, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Now on to the reading. Hi everyone, before we get to the monthly December reading, I wanted to show you what this kind of looks like. These are the year ahead readings that I'm going to be offering. I did them last year, they're a big hit. This is going to be for the year 2016. It's a video reading, and this is going to be the layout. It goes by quarters. The first quarter is January, February, March. This is not necessarily January, February, March. It's just the first 3 months overview, then the next 3 month overview, the next 3 month overview, next 3 month overview, and then I'll pick one animal totem card for you. This reading is for the year of 2016, and as a video reading that's private, you'll be able to watch it over and over again. I did them last year. It was a big hit. And also with the holidays coming up, be sure to check out my Redbubble site for a lot of great gifts. Okay, on to the reading. Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to the December 2015 Tarot and Animal Totem. This is Hanson Roberts' deck, and then I'll be pulling a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, which are my own creation and available. Oh, I got a couple. I got so many great names for the cards. I announced in some of the videos last time I need some names for these cards that pop out. And I got quite a good list here. We got enthusiasts, hangers, poppers, jumpers, peepers, volunteers, leaping love notes, and leapers. So we'll have to see. But you guys, I got a great response for that. Everybody had some good ideas. I don't know if I can pick one. Okay, let's see what we got here. Alright, let's get these cards lined up and have a look. I love that the stars in the spread. That's awesome. Stars, spirit guides, angels, watching over you, bringing you blessings, all that good stuff. Okay, let's see here. Alright, big changes are afoot for a lot of you, Death card is down here. That always signifies big change, but that's your card. That's a Scorpio's card in the tarot. Everyone has a zodiac representation, and death is your card because you are the ruler of the 8th house. And the 8th house is death and rebirth. That's what you're all about here, So there is going to be changes are happening, as always. I think, because it lines up with star, and we are in December, we'll be in the holiday season. I think some of you are just missing somebody who's not around. That could totally be. And Star would say, they're with you in spirit. They're still around in spirit, watching over you, that kind of thing. Because 6 of Cups is here in reverse, so that always says, like, if that's the case, this is why I want to say this. It can sometimes be, well, they're not coming back. They're not coming back. Maybe because they're gone from the earth plane. That could be why they're not coming back. Secondly, it could be like some of you, it's like you're never going to recapture this old moment again, and it's time to move on. That's the bigger thing, gist of the whole reading here, It's never going to be quite the same again, but that doesn't mean that your future can't be bright and beautiful. And after the death card, I always look at what's behind the death card, what follows the death card. What follows down here is the Knight of Cups. And Knight of Cups is probably you, but it's a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Could be male or female, I'd say, in these general readings. So I feel like it's you, because that's the water sign person. And you're going ahead, you're leaving disappointment behind. And there is some part of this disappointment is revolving around some financial things. And you're moving on, you're taking a journey, you're moving past it, you're moving forward. I mean, that's what we do, right? Again, I think I had this for you guys last time. It was either you or Pisces. the Page of Cups is right in reverse there. Sometimes that means like you're not really listening, you haven't been listening to your inner guidance. This is your intuition, this is your, your inner guidance, and when it's in reverse, sometimes it says you're blocked off and you don't hear it. I've never seen this on this card, because he looks down at the cup, but it reminds me of how people are constantly looking down on their devices these days, Always got a phone or a tablet or something in our hands, and we're always looking down. So I feel like that I want to tell some of you, lift your head up from that device, put it, or maybe even just put it down for a minute. And look how he's out in nature and everything. Maybe you guys need to get out in nature, then you can connect with this Page of Cups that's around you. Star and Page of Cups together, too, are two major big spirit cards on the same spread here. This means that there definitely is some messages trying to come through. There definitely is spirit guide, angels, helpers around you that are trying to get through and communicate. And I just feel like maybe you're not really hearing them, or you're not picking it all up. Whatever, some of these things that are being let go here, it's going to be a big load lifted off your back. I mean, maybe it isn't fair how this goes, or you don't view it as fair, or maybe somebody passed before their time and you feel like that's not fair, why did you leave me here? It could be those kind of emotions. But some of you, this could be because there's financial stuff, it could be a loss of a job, or change of jobs, going to somewhere else. But some of you feel like cheated. It could be a relationship ending, and maybe there's some financial stress because of it. Or sometimes being forced to move. I was just talking to somebody about their rent-controlled apartment is not going to be rent control anymore. So it could be stuff like that too, But it's kind of pushing you and forcing you, and initially you're probably not too happy about it, But really, it's going to be better. The load is going to be lifted off your back. You're going to feel fresh and new and kind of open again. So, yeah, and the Magician in reverse over here, it's not a time to push. This is also saying, no, it's not a time to push. It's a time to listen to your guides, go with the flow of the river. Be more in flow. Because I always look at what this Magician points at, upright or reverse. He's in reverse. He's pointing at wheel in reverse. So wheel is your fate, your destiny. Wheel in reverse is you're trying to go the wrong way, and these two cards have a very similar meaning. Like I'll often say, Magician in reverse, you're trying to force a square peg in a round hole, and that's often with wheel in reverse. It's not gonna, the reason that you're being diverted here and pushed into go in another direction is so that you can realign with your destiny. You're not going to be so forced in trying to force or, pushing there's resistance, right? And instead of trying to push against the resistance, just kind of, go with it. There's a lot of these cards here have like these little streams and water in them. This one does. He does. This one does. There's water behind there. And it's always good for you to get by the water of Scorpios if you can. But it's also telling you to swim with the current. Go with the current. Don't try to swim against the current, because that's not helping you, and it's just making for frustration and everything. A decision has been made, and I really feel like this is kind of an outside decision. I mean, I don't know that you're the one who's initiated it, because it's a Magician reverse. It's almost like, hey, this wasn't. Maybe some of you are getting divorced, and you might be saying, hey, that wasn't my idea, But there is a transition that's underway. At first, you may resist it. It looks like you are resisting it, but it's telling you to go with the flow. You definitely have spirit guides and angels around you, and Star even more than just trying to communicate with you. As far as spirit guides and angels, I feel like this is like a guardian angel kind of thing. There's this guardian angel watching over you. It's all part of the big grand scheme of things that you can't see from your vantage point because you're too busy looking at your phone. I'm just messing with you, Scorpios. Don't write bad comments or pissy comments about the phone thing. It's just a joke. But that you're too busy trying to scramble to get things together even, You know, these things are thrown in our path, and it's like, oh, we got to scramble and make a new path, and sometimes it can be you know, very disorienting or knock you off your center. But there really is a grand plan to all this, and I even love that the star's above the top row, like looking down on all of it, you know, and that from the vantage point of the star and your higher self, or your angels, or whatever you want to call this. This is part of the grand plan, I'm sure of that, because death is also a major arcana, and so is the magician, and so is Wheel of Fortune. So you've got, you know, 4 major arcana cards in here. That's enough to really say that higher forces are definitely at work here. This isn't based on, you know, your everyday mundane decisions and whatnot. It's based on you getting realigned with something that's a little better for yourself. And I like that he's a knight, because the knight has got a new kind of outlook on life. The knight isn't stuck in his ways. The knight is ready to move forward. He's excited about life. He's still has much road in front of him. You know, this is the road behind you, but you still have much road ahead, you know, to go. This isn't the end of everything. This is a transition, the death and rebirth of the new thing. Okay? Well, let's get this animal totem card out. Do a little shuffling on these. Yeah, these are available on my site, and you can also find links to this book, Tarot in the Modern World, which, if you're learning these, watching these videos, trying to learn tarot, there you go. That's the best book to get. It's very inexpensive. Also, because the holidays are coming up, you know, check out my Redbubble site, because there's some awesome gifts, unique and awesome gifts for the people in your life. You can find all those links below. If you look in the top up here, you should see an info section. I'll take you to the order page for all this, the readings and everything. And then down here, you can find the described thing down here in the corner. Okay. All right, Scorpio, what is the animal totem? Got it already. Pig. Okay. I'll stick it up here for a sec, because sometimes I do forget to put it down on the, you know, I try to remember to edit in the picture later, but it doesn't always happen. Okay, how about right here? Yeah, take a look at it, because my intention on these cards were that there be messages and images that are meant to speak to you. So hopefully you can pick up stuff on your own. Let's see what I wrote. Tenacious, steadfast, bold, independent, bringer of luck and prosperity, wealth, feast and celebrate in gratitude, prolific creation, a time of great fertility. So that's cool too, you know. And this is, at least in the United States, I know for a lot of the world, this is the holiday season, you know. So there will be a lot of feasting and celebrating in gratitude, you know. So if something, don't go to every party or every gathering and say, yeah, they're gonna close my job, I gotta find a new, or I gotta move, or, you know, don't be griping. You know, feast and celebrate in gratitude, because then you're going to bring in more of what you want. Be grateful. It is a time of year to be grateful for what you do have and give thanks for what you do have. But it will be, the pig is the promise of that there will bring more abundance. Time of great fertility. Prolific creation. I think for a lot of you, this thing was just a heavy load on your back anyway, and this change is going to free you up to be more creative and get more in the flow here, because I think a lot of you, it was taking up too much of your time, and it was just too much in your head, and not enough in flow with the river. Okay, hey Scorpio, thanks you guys for watching, sharing, liking, Google Plusing. Oh, I am on Facebook now. I've set up a Facebook page. A lot of you were saying that you don't like Google Plus or don't use it. So if you want to follow me on Facebook, there'll be a link below. You can get updates when all my readings pop up or whatever. But even better yet is just to subscribe, and then you'll definitely get notified. But anyways, have a great holiday season. Remember that you are love and beauty incarnate, and I'll speak to you soon.